The next concept that we start is derivative as gradients of curves. Gradients, gradient is slope, right? Slope of curves. Okay. Now, what do you mean by slope of curves at particular points? Slope of tangent to the curves. Let me just correct this a little. Slope of tangent to curves. Okay, now what does this mean? Suppose I have my axis here. Okay, and on these axes, say I have a curve like this. Okay, and I want to calculate, suppose if I consider a point here, say P, any point, say x1, y1. Okay, and on this point, I draw a tangent to this curve. You know what is a tangent? Any straight line that touches the curve at a particular point, at a single point. That point is called the point of contact. Say this point P here, I draw a tangent at this particular point. Let's say I draw a tangent from here. Say this is my tangent. So this is a straight line, right? Now what is the slope of this tangent? That is, what is the slope of this line? This can very easily be calculated with the help of differentiation. Okay, so suppose the equation of this curve is y is equal to fx. Okay, then the tangent of this is, then the slope of this tangent here, of this straight line, remember this result, that slope of the tangent to the curve y is equal to fx at the point x1, y1 is dy dx. Okay, is dy dx equal to f dash x. If you simply differentiate the equation of the curve and you put the value x1 and y1 in that equation, you will get the slope of the tangent. Now dy dx, not only that, but dy dx you will have, see, for different points you will get different slopes. At P point you will get a different slope. At say if I consider a point Q and I draw a tangent here, you will get a different slope, isn't it? And similarly there will be an infinity of points on the curve. So therefore for each point you will get a different slope. So therefore for each point you will get a different slope. So therefore we not only calculate dy dx, but we calculate dy dx at the point x1, y1. And we calculate the value of this f dash x at the point x1, y1. Okay, that is how it is written. Okay, I will take an example to clarify this. Also, what you can remember is that that if suppose what was the definition of slope which we had done in your class 10? Can you tell me what was the definition of slope you have done in class 10? Do you remember? Definition of slope.
Yes, sir.
What? Tell me. Tell me fast. You don't remember? if this is the inclination, suppose this angle is psi. If this angle is psi,
y-axis is
therefore we say that this angle tan psi must be equal to dy dx at the point x1 y1. Is that absolutely clear? This one?
Yes, sir.
If this is the angle, then we say dy dx is equal to tan of this angle. Okay. So we'll come to examples now. Let's say problems based on this. The question here is find the gradient of the following curves at the points indicated. First one is y is equal to x plus 1 into 2x plus 3. At which point you need to find the slope? You need to find the slope at 2, 21. And the second one is y is equal to, this is the equation of the curve, 2x square minus x plus 4 by x. At what point? At 2, 8. This is what is given. Let us start with the first one. These are very, very easy sums. If you know simple differentiation, you will be able to do. You don't need chain rules here. So starting with the first one, the given here, y is equal to x plus 1 into 2x plus 3. You know you have to find dy dx of this, right? Now, as I told you that you can use u into v rule, but the easier will be if you multiply this and then differentiate. So let's multiply this. So you get 2x square plus 5x plus 3. Okay. So therefore, what is dy dx? Dy dx is, can I do directly or should I do step by step? Is this okay with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is 4x plus 5. Okay. So now once you get dy dx, value of dy dx, therefore at 2, 21. Okay. The gradient of the tangent is equal to dy dx at the point. What is the point given here? 2, 21. So just put it here. Is equal to, what is the value of x here? X component here is 2. So you have 4x plus 5. So put x is equal to 2 plus 5. Okay, because the x component here is 2. That is why. So this is 8 plus 5, 13. That's it. That is all you had to do. Second one. Given y is equal to 2x square minus x plus 4 by x. This is the given equation of the curve. Okay, first find dy dx. Dy dx first of all is twice of 2x. ddx of x is 1 plus 4 times, let me write this, ddx 1 by x. So this is 4x minus 1 and ddx 1 by x, you know, is minus 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. So you get 4x minus 1 minus 4 by x square. This is the value of dy dx that you are getting. Is the differentiation clear?
Yes, sir.
At 2,
Yes,
8,
sir.
the gradient of the tangent is dy dx at the point 2, 8, which is equal to, put the value of x here. The x here is 2 again. So you put 4 into 2 minus 1 minus 4 divided by 2 square. So this cancels here. So you get 8 minus 1 simply, which is 7. That's it. Okay. And one more sum on this. The question here is, find the points on the curve find the points on the curve y is equal to x cube plus 3x square minus 6x minus 10, where the gradient is 3. Three. Okay. This time this just the reverse. The gradient is given. You need to find out the point. So what I do is I say let x1 y1 be the point on the curve. Where the gradient is 3. Okay. Now you know that x1 y1 is on the curve. So since x1 y1 lies on the curve, therefore you must satisfy the equation of the curve. Therefore we must have y1 is equal to x1 cube plus thrice x1 square minus 6x1 minus 10. Call this equation number 1. Okay. Also, in order to find out the gradient, you find dy dx. So we have y is equal to x cube plus thrice x square minus 6x minus 10. So therefore dy dx is equal to 3x square plus 6x minus 6. Now you can take 3 common. You get x square plus 2x minus 2. Right? This is what you are getting. Now, what is the slope at the point? Slope of the tangent or gradient of the tangent at the point x1 y1. It is dy dx x1 y1. Put the value here. Get thrice x1 square plus twice x1 minus 2. Because x1 is here, that is why we put the value of x1 here. Okay. Now, what is the slope given here at the point x1 y1? At the point x1 y1, what should be the slope? The slope must be 3, isn't it? So thrice x1 square plus twice x1 minus 2 must be equal to 3, because we need to find out, because we have said that the slope at the point x1 y1 is 3. So that means here what happens, if 3 cancels, you get a quadratic, in fact. Okay. And to factorize this quadratic into 2 factors, x1 plus 3 into x1 minus 1. This should be 3, isn't it? There's a 3 somewhere. Minus 3. Okay, fine. in the question maybe there is a small error, but this is the way you do it. X1 plus 3 into x1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So we get x1 is equal to minus 3 or 1. See, you're getting two values of x1. So correspondingly, you must get two values of y1 also. For x1 is equal to minus 3. From 1, what is the value of y1? Put it there. What is the value of y1? Y1 was, from this equation, see, x1 cube plus thrice x1 square minus 6x1 minus 10. Put it here, is equal to minus 3 cube plus thrice minus 2 square minus 6. This is minus 3. 6 into minus 3 minus 10. And therefore you get the value as 8. So what is the point? Therefore, one point is minus 3, 8. Now we'll get another point. Now remember, that, in a curve, it is not necessary that all the points will have different slopes. They may have the same slope, but definitely each point will have a distinct slope. That is what you can always say. They may be equal, they may not be unequal, but definitely they will have distinct slope, each point. So for next value, we take x1 is equal to 1. From 1, we have y1 is equal to x1 cube plus thrice x1 square minus 6x1 minus 10 is equal to, put the value here, 1 cube plus 3 into 1 square minus 6 into 1 minus 10. And the value that you will get is minus 12. So therefore, another point is 1 minus 12. So both these points, minus 3, 8 on the curve and 1 minus 12 on the curve, both of these, the tangents, if you draw at these 2 points, they will have the slope of 3. Okay, is that clear? Or anything that needs to be explained?
No.
Okay, and we now switch over to your chain rules. Differentiation, the concepts almost are over. Okay, we now switch on to the chain rules once again. And this is from the next exercise, the problem that I'm doing. The question is, differentiate the following functions with respect to x. Differentiate the following function with respect to x. First question here is sine square x square. Next is cot sine root x. These are all composite functions. Composite functions are functions of functions. I had mentioned in your class 11, if you remember. That is one function inside the other. These are called composite functions. And both one here, x cube tan square x by 2. And the last one is root over of sec x minus 1 divided by sec x plus 1. So let's proceed with the first one. Yes, Devanjan. Chain rules you have done in your earlier or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you tell me how to differentiate this? Can you just give me an idea?
I'll say, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
2 sin x into
Hmm.
cos x.
Cos x,
Yes, sir.
cos x square. Okay,
1 minute.
fine.
Cos x. Ouch.
First, what you see here is you have a sine square. So we'll differentiate the power first. So 2 sine by nx to the power of n minus 1, 2 sine to the power of 2 minus 1 x square, right? If you have differentiated the
Yes, sir.
power,
Cos
next,
x square.
next what we do is we see the base. What is the base? Base is nothing but sine x square, right? This is the base. So now we differentiate the base. If you
Yes, sir.
differentiate the base, what do you get? Cos x square. See, I'm maintaining x square till now. Now what you do is what you see here, what is within the sign here? X square. That means into the ddx or now differentiate x square. Understood?
Hmm.
Devanjan, you understood?
Yes, sir.
The 2 sine, we get 2 sine x square, cos x square, ddx x square is 2x. So what you get here is 2 sine x square, use your multiple angle formula to write the ultimate result in a more simplified form. You get 2x sine 2x square, right? That is your answer. Let's do the next one. The next problem that I gave you was cot sine root x. Cot sine root x. How to differentiate this? Dy dx is equal to, first you differentiate cot, right? What is the derivative of cot? It is minus cos x square. And what is inside cot? Sine root x. You maintain that. Next you get into cot. What do you see into cot? You see a sine into cot. So you differentiate that. What is the differentiation of sine? It is cos root x. And now you, after having taken care of this sine, now you see what is inside the sine. Inside the sine you have root x. So you differentiate root x. So what you get ultimately is minus cos x square sine root x into cos root x into 1 by 2 root x. Okay. You cannot simplify anything here. So you simply write this as it is. So minus cos x square sine root x cos root x divided by 2 root x. That is your answer. Okay, let us move on to the next one that I gave you. The next one I gave you was root 1 plus sin x by 1 minus sin x. Okay. Can you tell me how to do this problem? Should I use u by v rule? Yes, Tanisha.
So we can divide it by cos.
Can divide by cos and then
No. Then it will come tan plus sec.
see a little bit of trigonometry knowledge is required here. Okay. If you just manipulate this instead of using u by v rule, because if you use u by v rule, it's going to become very, very lengthy. Okay, you just need
Yes, sir.
to simplify it with a little bit of trigonometry, and your differentiation will become very easy. So what you do, if you remember in your earlier class, I told you this one here can be written as cos square x by 2 plus sine square x by 2, right? And this
Sin x
sine
can be
x,
written as 2 sin x
yes,
x by 2 cos
by
x by 2.
by your sub multiple angle formula, it can be written as 2 sine x by 2 cos x by 2. And similarly in the denominator, what you can do is you can write this as cos square x by 2 plus sine square x by 2
Then it
minus
will result into a formula.
perfect squares.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this will become a perfect square actually. So what will happen is
Cos x
that
by
in
2
the
plus
numerator
sin
you will
x
get cos x by 2 plus sine x by 2 whole square
by cos x minus sin x
divided by
by 2
cos x by 2 minus sine x
minus.
by 2 whole square. Okay, so what happens now, you can remove the radical. You can simply write this as cos x by 2 plus sine x by 2 divided by,
Now we can divide it by cos.
yes, now even now if you use u by v, even now it's going to become a little lengthy. So what you do is a little bit of additional
By
steps
cos
you do is
by 2.
you convert numerator and denominator to tan. Okay, so you divide by cos x by 2. So you get divide numerator and denominator by cos x by 2. So cos x by 2 by cos x by 2 plus sine x by 2 by sine x by 2 divided by cos x by 2 by cos x by 2 minus sine x by 2 by cos x by 2.
So but we'll divide the whole thing by
Yes,
cos x.
sorry,
No.
I wrote wrongly. This should be cos. Okay, so now what you get here is 1 plus
Tan
tan x
x
by
by
2
2 or 1
by
minus
1
tan x.
minus tan x by 2. Okay, so now what you do here is you write 1 as tan pi by 4 minus plus tan x by 2 divided by, and in the denominator you can write 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan x by 2, isn't it? This all you have done into your trigonometry last year. And what does this become? This is tan a plus b formula. Tan pi by 4 plus x by 2. Now it becomes a little easier for us to differentiate. What happens? So therefore, what is dy dx? We have shown y is equal to tan pi by 4 plus x by 2. So therefore, dy dx must be ddx of tan pi by 4 plus x by 2. And how do you differentiate this? Once again, we use chain rule. First, we will differentiate tan to get sec square. You know, the derivative of tan is sec square. You get sec square pi by 4 plus x by 2. And then multiply it with the ddx of pi by 4 plus x by 2.
Pi by 4 will be 0, x by 2 will be half.
Pi by 4 is a constant, so that differentiation will be 0. So sec square pi by 4 plus x by 2. And
Into
let
half.
me just do one additional step here. And pi by 4 plus ddx x by 2. Okay. So this is sec square pi by 4 plus x by 2. And this is 0. And what is the derivative of x by 2? Can you tell me derivative of x by 2?
Half.
Huh?
Half.
Half.
1 by 2.
Because you can write this as half into x, isn't it? And then half you can take out. So you'll get half ddx of x. And then which is half. So simply get half sec square pi by 4 plus x by 2. And that is what your answer is. Clear? This differentiation? Or any questions on any step? We do number 4 then. The fourth one that I gave you was root over of x square tan square x by 2. How to differentiate this? Now obviously this is a product of two functions, right? So you consider this to be your u and this to be your v, and you use u into v rule. Okay, to start with, we shall use u into v rule. So that means dy dx is equal to ddx x square tan square x by 2. Now use your uv rule. You have x square ddx tan square x by 2 plus tan square x by 2 ddx x square. So now you have x square. You differentiate tan square. How will you differentiate tan square? You get 2 tan. First differentiate the power. 2 tan to the power of 2 minus 1 x by 2. Okay. And then you differentiate what is within the power. What is within the power? It is tan. You get what is the derivative of tan? Sec square x by 2. And then you differentiate what is within the tan, that is x by 2. Okay, this is how you differentiate for the first part. And the next part is a cakewalk, that is ddx of x square, you know, is 2x. So you simply write this as 2x tan square x by 2. Okay, now you just simplify this and you'll get your answer. This is 2 tan x by 2. So you can write this as 2x square tan x by 2 sec square x by 2, and ddx x by 2 is simply half. To divide this actually cancels. Plus 2x tan square x by. Fine. Any question? Then we do the last one. We don't have any question. 5 minutes left. Let's finish this. Let y is equal to root 1 plus tan x divided by 1 minus tan x. Now again, if you use your u by v rule here, it is going to be a little long. So just we'll simplify this a little bit. And this looks like a very familiar form also. How does it look like a familiar form? Because if you see 1 minus tan x by 1 plus tan x is cos square is cos 2x, right? But I have 1 minus tan x in the denominator. So what I will do is I will write this as 1 by 1 minus tan x by 1 plus tan x. This is how I'll write. And this now can be written as, you know that 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta is this is 1 minus tan squares. Tan square, no, sorry, this is not, this will not apply here. Okay, now what we'll do here is we'll change this to sine and cos. Okay, so if we change this to, if you write tan as sine plus sine by cos, you will get sine x plus cos x
Plus
by,
cos
by sine x
by
minus
sin.
sine x minus cos x. Okay, and once you get sine x by cos x plus sine x minus cos x, this you can just in the usual manner. Do you remember? If I divide this, this can be written as tan x plus 1 by tan x minus 1, isn't it?
By cos.
If you divide both
Yes.
sides by cos. So now what happens is that I can write this as 1 plus tan x. Oh, this is already okay. You don't need to convert to sine and cos, because again I am doing the same thing. So here what you do is right from the beginning only you can write. So you have 1 minus tan x by 1 plus tan x. You can write this as root over of tan pi by 4 plus tan x
And
divided by
x.
1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan x, just as in the way that we have done earlier. So this is becomes root over of tan pi by 4 plus x by compound angle formula. Right? Now it
Yes, sir.
becomes easier to differentiate. So therefore dy dx will be ddx of root tan pi by 4 plus x. Okay, and how do you differentiate this? Use box brackets here. First you will differentiate square root, right? You differentiate the power first. So what is the square root of root x? It is 1 by 2 root x. So 1 by 2 root whatever is within the root.
Tan x by 4 plus x.
Tan pi
No,
by 4
pi
plus
by
x.
4 plus x.
Right? Now you differentiate what is within the radical. What is within the radical? is tan. So tan is sec square.
Where
Square
x
pi by 4 plus
x
into the ddx of pi by 4 plus x.
x 0 plus 1.
Yes,
One.
and that should be 1. ddx of pi by 4 plus x is 1 because pi by 4 is a constant. So what you simply get here is sec square pi by 4 plus x divided by 2 root tan pi by 4 plus x. And that is your answer. Okay. So I'll stop here and I'll continue with chain rules in the more problems from this exercise tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow I have 2 classes.